Good day everyone, Mr. Cargill here with our next AutoCAD video. Now in this video I am going to be going through the CAPE BMED Unit 1 IA. I will be going through the IA for both mechanical and building drawing. Alright, so for the IA, it's set up like this. So the way I'm going to do this is this. I'm going to show you the IA requirements. I'm going to show you a sample of an IA, and I am also going to show you the IA mark scheme. All right, so here, this is how the IA is set up. So for Unit 1, it says each candidate is required to produce a drawing portfolio consisting of 6 original drawings. All right. Example of appropriate sources and topics which these assignments may be based are given below, and we're going to look at those. It says for each assignment, the student will submit a completed drawing or set of drawings on an A2, so that's the paper size by itself. All right, so you're going to, that's the paper that you're going to use to print your IAs on. Now, let me just also say that for the BMED IA, it's set up like a bit different than what we would have done in for CSEC. All right, and we'll go through that. Now, it says here, assignment 1. So it says you're going to produce different drawings, and you're going to produce 6 original drawings. So 6 original drawings is what you're going to do, and so you have 6 assignments. All right, so 6 assignments. So each drawing is from one assignment. So we have 6 drawings, 6 assignments. All right. So what one we're going to look at first is the engineering, which is option 3A. All right. No, 3A is engineering drawing, and then 3B is building drawing. 3A, which is engineering drawing, is also sometimes referred to as mechanical drawing. All right. So assignment 1 to 4 is the same for both engineering drawing and building drawing. All right. So let me say that again. Assignment 1 to 4 is the same for both mechanical drawing or engineering drawing and building drawing. So what I mean by that is this. Some schools might only offer building drawing, or some schools might only offer mechanical drawing, but some schools might offer both. All right. So if there is a mechanical group or engineering group, and there's a building drawing group, then assignments 1 to 4 will be the same for both of those groups, while assignments 5 and 6 will be specific to, mechanical and building drawing. So I'm going to go through assignments 1 to 4 right here. All right, so it says assignment 1. Candidates will be expected to produce drawings based on specific objectives 1 and 2 of module 1. So what is module 1 now? Module 1 is plane geometry. All right, so module 1 is plane geometry. So what is specific objectives 1 and 2 of module 1? We'll look at that over here. So this is unit 1, module 3A, which is engineering drawing. All right, and it says that we're going to have drawings from specific objectives 1 and 2 of module 1. So this is module 3, so we need to go back to module 1 up here. All right, so this is unit 1, this is module 1. All right, so module 1 is geometry, like plane geometry. All right, so let's look at the specific objectives for that. So right here, unit 1, first thing we're starting with is geometry 1, and geometry 1 is plane geometry, So what are the specific objectives 1 and 2 of module 1? Right here, these are specific objectives. So specific objectives 1 and 2. Construct standard engineering curves and determine centroids of plane figures by simple calculations and graphical methods. So with that, again, this assignment says candidates will be expected to produce drawings based on specific objectives 1 and 2 of module 1. So that means that for this assignment that you're going to be given by a teacher, you could be given a drawing that would require you to, do some kind of blending of lines and arcs and stuff like that. Or you could be given a centroid drawing that could be drawing centroids, whether by graphical methods or by calculations. All right, so that is what assignment 1 is going to be. You get a plain geometry drawing like blending of lines and arcs, or a centroid drawing, whether by graphical methods or mathematical calculations. So here's an example of that. This is what I gave my students to do this year. It's right over here. So this right here, this was their assignment 1 that I gave them to do. So this is like a machine part. All right, and it's a blending of lines and arcs and stuff like that, some engineering curves and so on, because we have like an ellipse here. This section is a quarter of an ellipse. This here is a semi-ellipse, so this is a half of an ellipse, you know, blending ellipses with curves and circles and stuff like that. All right, so there's a tangency principles involved in this drawing. All right, so you could be given a drawing like something like this, or you could be given again a centroid drawing. All right, so that's assignment 1. Good. So now we look at assignment 2. Now for assignment 2, it says candidates will be expected to produce 1 drawing based on specific objectives 3 and 4 of module 1. So what are specific objectives 3 and 4 of module 1? Over here. Specific objectives 3 and 4. 3 says project solids in orthographic projection, and 4 says use computer aided drafting software to produce drawings. All right, so what that means here is that this is going to be like a orthographic drawing here. All right, because 3 says you're going to project solids in orthographic projection, and then 4 says use computer aided drafting software to produce drawings. So we're going to be using AutoCAD. But that's the thing with the SBA team as it is like right now. I think they will change it in the coming years, and the reason for that is because the mark scheme is set up in such a way where it's designed to mark traditional drawing as if you were drawing on paper, except for like a few drawings like question 4 or assignment 4 and so on. But widely it's like you would be drawing on paper, so that's why it would say stuff like that. But anyways, so objective 3 says project solids in orthographic projection. So that means that for this over here, for assignment 2, you're going to be given an orthographic drawing to do. All right, so it says candidates will be expected to produce 1 drawing based on specific objectives 3 and 4 of module 1. So specific objectives 3 says produce orthographic drawings, and then 4 says that you are going to and then 4 says you're going to be using like AutoCAD or computer aided drafting software. So what I gave my students to do for assignment 2 was this right here. So I gave them this drawing to do in orthographic. I don't think I specified like first angle or third angle. I gave them the freedom to choose whether they want to do first angle or third angle orthographic projection, and then they just have to draw the correct symbol, the correct orthographic symbol. All right, our projection symbol, sorry. So yeah, this is what I gave my students to do for assignment 2. So assignment 2 will be a orthographic drawing. All right, so I gave them this in isometric for them to reproduce in orthographic. So that's assignment 2. So let's move on to assignment 3. Assignment 3 says candidates will be expected to produce 1 drawing based on specific objectives 2 to 5 of module 2. So 1 drawing based on specific objectives 2 to 5 of module 2. So let's look at module 2 now. Module 2 is solid geometry. So let's look at module 2 or geometry 2 here. So module 2 is geometry 2. So now it says specific objectives 2 to 5 of this module. So 2 says project auxiliary views, 3 says draw a line of intersection between solids, 4 says produce surface development, and 5 says construct helices. So what that means is that for assignment 3, you could be given an auxiliary drawing to do for assignment 3. You could be given interpenetration of solids to do here, because that's intersection between solids. So you could be given one of those drawings to do. You could also be given a surface development drawing to do, or you could be given an helices or helix to complete for assignment 3. So assignment 3 is broad, and it will be based on the teacher and which one they choose to give you for that drawing. And the one that I gave my students was assignment 3. 3 is here. Yeah. So I gave them the surface development drawing to do right here. All right. So for assignment 3, it could be auxiliary, it could be interpenetration of solids, it could be helix, or it could be surface development. All right, so your teacher will decide which one of those they would want to give you to do for assignment 3. All right, so that's assignment 3. No, assignment 4 is a bit different, and the reason for that is, like I said earlier, the mark scheme is set up as if you would be drawing on paper, except for assignment 4. So assignment 4 is different. Now assignment 4 says candidates will be expected to produce one drawing candidates will be expected to produce one drawing using CAD software and based on specific objective 6 of module 2. So the mark scheme is set up as if this is the only AutoCAD question, because it was designed like that, as if you were drawing on paper, and then question 4 is the only question that you would be doing in AutoCAD. Okay, so for that, question 4 is different in that you will be required to print the AutoCAD drawing on a CD. All right, I know it's like 2021 right now. Nobody really uses like CDs for anything at all, but that's the way it is right now. It is what is required. CXC wants you to print or to burn question 4 on a CD, because it is the quote-unquote AutoCAD question. All right, so that this question is a bit different, and it has its own mark scheme and stuff like that. All right, no. It says that candidates will be expected to produce one drawing using CAD software based on specific objective 6 of module 2. So specific objective 6 of module 2 is right here. Use CAD software to produce drawings. So that's all it says. Use CAD software to produce drawings. So for this drawing, your teacher could literally give you anything at all to draw, as long as you're doing it in AutoCAD, because that's the only requirement, that you use AutoCAD to do the drawing. So for here, you could be given any drawing to do for assignment 4. It's an AutoCAD drawing. The only requirement is that it is done in AutoCAD. All right. So for that, here, it's an example of what I gave my students for assignment 4. So for assignment 4, I gave them this drawing here to reproduce in give this drawing to reproduce in isometric. All right, and this was the IA question 4. So all you have to do is just to do this question in AutoCAD. Just reproduce this drawing in AutoCAD, and you get your marks for that. All right, so that is question 4, and then you would burn it on a CD, and then you would submit the CD when you are giving in your assignment. I know it's kind of like an outdated method, to be printing things on CD in this day and age, but currently that is the way that things are. I think that will change soon. All right, then now here we move on to assignment 5. So assignments 1 to 4, that would be the same for building and engineering. All right, so right across the board, that's the same for both building and engineering. So if you're an engineering student watching this video, question 1 to 4, that's it for you. That's what question 1 to 4 would be like. And if you're a building drawing, it's the same. That's what questions 1 to 4 would be like. Questions 5 and 6, or assignment 5 and 6, is different for both engineering and building. So I'm going to look at it from engineering perspective first, and then I'll go down and look at the building drawing questions for assignment 6. I don't have an example of like an assignment that I would have given my students for the engineering aspect, because I only teach the building drawing aspect when it comes to BMED. All right, but we'll go through this nonetheless. All right, so for assignment 5, it says candidates will be expected to produce drawings based on specific objectives 1, 2, and 3 of module 3A. Now module 3A is engineering drawing, and then module 3B is mechanical, is building drawing, sorry. So it says that we're going to be producing drawings based on specific objectives 1, 2, and 3 of module 3A. So specific objectives 1, 2, and 3 are right here. 1, 2, and 3. It says prepare detailed freehand sketches of machine parts and components. Produce working and assembly drawings, and then you're going to prepare drawings with sectional views. All right, so that's what you're going to need to do in for assignment 5. So for assignment 5, you're going to have your sketches of the different machine parts. You're going to produce working and assembly drawings, and you're going to prepare drawings with sectional views. So that's what you're going to do for assignment 5 for the engineering students. All right, and then now for assignment 6, it says candidates will be expected to produce one drawing based on specific objectives 4, 5, and 6 of module 3A. So one drawing based on specific objectives 4, 5, and 6. So detailed drawings, produce dimensional drawings of machine components, and synthesize solutions to engineering problems. So of course in the IA you'll be given an engineering problem, and you'll be given something to design to solve a problem. All right, and that's what you'll be drawing for assignments 5 and 6. All right, so that's what assignment 5 and 6 would be like for the mechanical or the engineering students. Good. Now it says candidates pursuing option 3B will complete the following SBA. So it's the same. So 1 to 4, as I said, it's the same for both engineering and building. So I don't have to go back to questions 1 to 4. But question 5 now, it says candidates will be expected to produce drawings based on specific objectives 1 of module 3B. I think specific objective 1 of module 3B deals with freehand sketching. So let me see right here, 3B, which is building drawing 1, prepare orthographic and pictorial sketches. All right, good. So I can show you an example of a building drawing question that I gave to my students. Now let me say firstly that I want to go to the mark scheme. You will see this. The IA is marked out of 120. All right, and it's 6 assignments, and each assignment is worth 20 marks. Okay, each assignment is worth 20 marks. Good. So I'm going to go through that, and I'll show you all of that and stuff like that. But now the sketches part. So what you'll need to do is you'll have sketches. So let me show you here. Let me go back over here. So here it says assignment 5, candidates will be expected to produce drawings based on specific objective 1 of module 3B. Specific objective 1 is pictorial sketches. So for that, if you're given, you will be given the building drawing aspect of the IA, and you'll be required to produce sketches. So what I normally do is because when it comes to that building drawing aspect, I give my students like multi-story buildings. So I ask them to produce like 2 or 3 sketches. More I would like 3, but 2 is also acceptable as long as it's not 1. So you get like two sets of sketches of ground floors and upper floors. All right, so you have those 2 sketches, and then what the students would do is to select the best one and then work with that one to do the actual working drawings and stuff like that. And then they would also produce one more sketch, which would be that sketch would be a pictorial sketch, so like an isometric sketch. I think I should be able to find a pictorial sketch so that you can see what I mean. So for that sketch, it would be like as if you're showing like an actual picture of the building, but it is just like a sketch. All right, let me see if I can find one right here very quickly. I think I should be able to. I just wanted to see what these would look like as we go along. Pictorial sketch right here. All right, good. So yeah, so that's what the sketches would be like. You would have 2 sets of sketches at least for the, you know, the floor plans and so on, and then you would have a pictorial sketch. So like this right here. All right, so this is like a pictorial sketch of what this would be like, of what this would look like. Shout out to the student as well, since I'm using her work. I think she like topped the Caribbean in 2020. All right. So yeah, so this is what a pictorial sketch, you know, would look like. And then no, so that's assignment. This is this assignment right here. Assignment assignment 5 for the building drawing aspect. All right, so you're going to have your sketches, your floor plan sketches and so on, and then your pictorial sketch. All right, good. So that's what that would be like. Then now we are going to have assignment 6. All right, so then now we are going to have assignment 6. So for assignment 6, which is this one right here, says candidates will be expected to produce 1 drawing based on specific objectives 2, 3, and 4 of module 3B. Now what are specific objectives 2, 3, and 4 of module 3B? So right here, prepare drawings with sectional views, produce a complete set of drawings, and prepare utility drawings. All right, now let me just repeat this. It says prepare drawings with sectional views, produce a complete set of drawings using suitable skills, and prepare utility drawings. Now this is the problem that I have with this. It says you're going to produce a complete set of drawings, which is kind of vague. All right, so a complete set of drawings should be everything from a site plan to a floor plan, foundation, working drawing, all those working drawings, you know, plus, you know, sectional views, sectional elevations, roof plans. And it also says you're going to produce utility drawings. So you're going to produce like drainage and electrical plans. You're also going to produce like, you know, sections through stuff like, you're going to show like eave details, foundation details, and all those things. And my problem is with that is this is just one assignment. This is just assignment 6. Again, for the mark scheme, everything is marked out of 20. Okay, each assignment is marked out of 20. Assignment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all marked out of 20. So that means for assignment 1, where students would just be required to do like a simple blending of lines and arcs and stuff like that, which is worth 20 marks. Assignment 6 is worth the same 20 marks, and it says you're going to do a complete set of drawings. So that means your site plan, roof plan, floor plan, all of those combined would just be worth 20 marks. The same amount of marks as assignment 1 when you're just doing one simple blending of lines and arcs and stuff like that, which I don't really think makes a lot of sense. However, things differ from teacher to teacher. Some teachers might just give students like a couple of plans, you know, just do a floor plan and an elevation and a roof plan, and that's it. But I prepare my students properly, so I give them a complete set of drawings, even though it's just worth 20 marks. It says I'm supposed to give them a complete set of drawings, so I give them a complete set of drawings from the site plan all the way to the electrical and drainage and everything in between. All right, so that is assignment 6. All right, and that completes assignments 1 to 6. So now let me show you the mark scheme. So the mark scheme for assignments 1, so this is the mark scheme for assignment 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So these are all the same. All right, so this is the mark scheme that you would use for assignment 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. All right, so what I do is just tell my students to print this sheet right here 5 times, since I'm going to be using it for 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. And then what I can do is just to input their grade, whatever grade they get out of 4, 6, or whatever, I'll just put their grade right here. So they would include this at like the back of their portfolio, and then I just add the grades. All right. But again, that's different from teacher to teacher. People do things differently. Good. So then you would have this. Okay. So this is how you get your marks. It says construction of lines and curves to form components. Construction of lines where appropriate, more than 90% accurate. So your drawing doesn't even have to be 100% accurate for you to get full marks. If it is more than 90% accurate, you get all your marks. All right. If it's just more than 90%, it doesn't even have to be fully 100% accurate. Good. So you get 4 marks for that. Use of line type. So use having your correct line type. So ensure that you use your lines. So use your center lines where necessary. Use the dimension lines where necessary. Whether it's mechanical drawing, use your balloon referencing and your part list and your action lines and everything where necessary. If it's more than 95% accurate, you get 6 marks for that. All right. Then now, here it says accuracy of components drawn from given objects, sketches, or drawings. Okay, so once you can reproduce the thing to make it look like, you know, exactly like the drawing that you were given to do, more than 95% accuracy, you get 6 marks for that. So see, it's very easy to get full marks, especially since you're using AutoCAD. Line work, neat, clean. I just give people those 2 marks because it's AutoCAD. The line work should be neat and clean. It is AutoCAD. Completion of drawings. So once you just have all the drawings completed, you get 2 marks just for completing the drawings, and that's a total of 20 marks. And this is the mark scheme that I use to mark assignment 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Assignment 4, however, as I said, is a special one, so it has its own mark scheme. So this right here is the mark scheme for assignment 4. All right. It says the students will submit, I forgot this, I'm glad that I saw this, a list of commands used for a given set of tasks on a separate sheet. So you would have to submit what we call a command list that would have a list of all the commands that you use to complete that drawing. Reason for that, again, is because this is treated as if it is the only AutoCAD question. So being that that's the case, they would have to ensure that you did the drawing and you didn't just copy your friend's drawing. So how do they do that? They would look at your command sheet to see that the commands that you used to complete the drawing. And even though you know, everybody uses AutoCAD, would use AutoCAD to do the drawing, people do things differently. So you would really see the same set of commands like all the way done for every single person. You know, people do things differently. All right, so you have to submit the command list as well. And with that, it says that you're going to submit also a complete drawing of the assignment 4 drawing. So you'd submit the drawing. You would also submit the command list, and here a labeled diskette. So this is the CD that you would submit that I was talking about with the completed drawing and commands. So you'd have to submit a CD with the AutoCAD drawing, so that they can look at the CD and then go in your commands list as well to see that, okay, you actually did the drawing, and they can see where it originated from and everything like that. Understand why, but you don't need a CD right now for that in 2021. All right, and this is the get your marks. Use of commands. Did you use the commands and stuff like that? More than 90% accurate, you get 4 marks. For me, once the student does the drawing, once the student completes the drawing, I give them the 4 marks for that, because I said use of commands, more than 90% accurate. If I see where you went like a long route and you could have done something simpler, it doesn't matter. The drawing done, you get marks. Production of drawing using CAD software. So so you get some marks here. So it says you get marks for the line size, line type, the scales, dimensions, notations. You get marks for those. All right, and it also says here, for each of the features in the list above, award marks as follows: to a maximum of 2 marks for each feature. More than 90% accurate, you get your marks. All right, and I always give the students the marks for that. Good. So you get marks for the title blocks, border lines, and stuff like that, and for the drawing itself. Good. So that's the mark scheme for assignment 4. All right, and that's basically the BMED IA. It's a big step up from the CSEC SBA. We would have just done the building drawings, but this now there's a lot more to it. All right, so I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe, and also turn on your bell so that you can see whenever I upload more videos. So thanks for watching and have yourselves a fantastic day.